In today's video, I'm going to be going through and showing you what the best weapons are at level 2 traders. So starting with Prapper, the first weapon that I like to say is the best, and this is actually my personal favorite to use, the AKS-74UB. There isn't a whole lot of customization that you have to do to it because it comes with a suppressor. You pretty much just kind of change out the handguard for the B10. You put a new dust cover on there from Skier. I forget what it's called, but you can put a new dust cover on there, and then you put a sight on it, and then you're pretty much done customizing it. Overall, the recoil isn't too bad, and then you just have a really kitted out AK to use. And this is probably the one gun that you're really going to be able to like kit out a bunch and use during the early stages of your traders. The next best gun is also on Prapper, and I say the next best gun. I should say these aren't necessarily in order. I'm just going to go trader to trader. The next best gun on Prapper is going to be the Mosin. And I'm keeping the Mosin on that list because it's, still significantly cheap. And then once you get level 2 Prapper, by then you should also unlock the FMJ rounds. And the FMJ rounds are a significant increase in terms of damage and stuff compared to the HPBT. So the Mosin's still viable. While, yeah, FMJ is not that great, it gets the job done. For level 2 traders, it gets the job done. So the next gun that we have is going to be the VPO 209. Now this is the 366 VPO. Overall, it's not terrible. It's not my favorite. It's not really my go-to. I do use it here and there at this stage, but it's not bad. You got some decent customization that you can do to it. And then also from Jaeger, once you're level 2 Jaeger, you should be able to buy the 366 TKM EKO rounds, which are actually pretty solid given this stage. And then depending on the time of wipe that you're using this gun, like I use this early wipe, and to be honest, it was pretty great. It was phenomenal because early wipe, people don't really have that great of armor, so the rounds and the gun, it worked out just fine. A late wipe, yes, you're gonna run into some issues, but it is what it is. If you have level 2 traders late wipe, it is what it is. You just kind of got to work around it, go for them headshots. But early wipe, level 2 traders, this gun, the ammo, solid. Moving over to Peacekeeper, you have 2 guns on him that I recommend. You have the Uzi and the Up. We're gonna start with the Uzi. The Uzi's solid. Pretty slow fire rate, actually. I guess it depends on which Uzi you buy. You could buy the Uzi Pro, which has a fast fire rate, and then this Uzi has a pretty slow fire rate. So it depends which one you buy. But overall, they're both solid. Again, we're talking in terms of level 2 traders. By the time you get level 2 traders on mechanic, you'll be able to buy PST, which is as good as you'll get for a bit. I believe you get AP 6.3 from level 3 Peacekeeper. So PST will hold you over up until you get AP 6.3. But overall, it's really cost effective. And, if you're looking to... It's lightweight and stuff like that. So if you're looking to use the submachine gun, this is one of them. The other one is, again, the UMP. Really cost-effective again. It uses 45 FMJ, which is pretty solid. Even, leg meta, it's decent against low-tier armor, like level 3, level 4. And then it's also really good for, like leg meta and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good, like, flex kind of ammo. And it also doesn't have that much recoil. So, personally, if I'm choosing between the two, I'm gonna always go UMP. Like, if I'm going budget, if I'm just low-tier weapons, personally, just choosing the UMP, I think it's way better, more effective. It has a lower fire rate, but I still personally just think it's better. And then last but not least, we're going to move over to Jaeger. There's one gun that I think is decent on him that I recommend you using, and it is actually going to be the OP SKS. Now, I say the OP SKS is because it shoots 7.62 by 39, so it's either going to be whatever PS you can find around the map, or it's going to be these FMJ rounds off of Prapper, which aren't too bad. Honestly, they could be worse. And then on top of all that, again, pretty cost effective, only 36,000 rubles. And when you go to mod it, there's not a whole lot that you have to do. You can put a suppressor on it. You can put a sight on it. It's gonna be one of those like weird. So when you go to mod it, you have to add either the chocate or the OPSKS. I do this one, and once you do that, you can add all sorts of stuff. My go-to sight is this one. It says it's just simple, it's easy, bam. Then what you can do if you want, you can add a mag, bam, add a 20 rounder. And if you want to get real fancy, you add a suppressor. Now, some of this stuff you're going to have to buy off of Flea, so if you don't have Flea, you're kind of out of luck. But there are some other sites that you can buy. Like, if you go back over here to, what's this guy's name? If you go back over here to Jaeger, you can buy this Dovetail Reflex. And then if you just go back, if you go back to the building screen and you put the chocate on there, you can purchase, throw that sucker on there, and then this lets you put a plethora of more sites on here. You put this and one of these sites. Or you just straight up just put like this crappy red dot. You know, whatever you want. Pretty flexible for the gun and pretty cost effective. Anyways, those are all the guns that I think are top tier, and I think you should, like, if you're looking for a gun to use, those are the ones that you should go for if you have to buy a new one at Level 2 Traders. I hope this video helped you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and good luck in your Tarkov raids.